Okay, so I have the chat up. I think, yes, there it is.
You're good to go.
Okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Super Geeked Up as part of DragonCon Goes Virtual.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Jeff Burns. I am the host and creator of Super Geeked Up. What we do is a hybrid of some zany, geeky chat. We're going to play some fun geek-themed improv games. We're going to need your guys' help in the chat. Some people are already there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for watching for other DC digital media tracks today and the whole weekend long, hopefully. I'm joined by some awesome people here. Let me introduce them. He is from the Knights of the Roll Table podcast. It is Matt Messerman.
Hey, everybody. Great to be here.
Hey, Matt. She is the host of El Rey Nation and El Rey's Top 5 on El Rey Network. It is Vanessa Gritton.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And from TBD Bites, El Rey Nation, and thank you for questing, it is Omar Najam.
Hey, everyone. I don't have a mic stand, so I'm holding the microphone.
Yeah, like a cool game show host.
I know. You're the coolest one here, man.
I got to get you a skinny mic.
Oh, the price is right.
Omar
right?
does have skinny mic energy.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's true.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like skinny gold mic, like very much just like our number one energy.
It was my dream when I was like for sure 7.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not currently your dream.
It was
We'll just move on. It's fine. All right, fine. I already see some of our Super Geeked Up. You listeners are in here. I see some other people are in the chat. Thank you guys so much. We're going to be using your comments for some of our geeky games. We're going to want you to give our answers to our geeky questions. We're going to start with one right now. Our first super geeky question is, if you could spend the day with one superhero or villain, who would you choose and what would you do with them? Put your answers in the chat. We'll read them, folks, but let me start with Vanessa.
Man, I've just been spending a good long time pondering this one because, like, my favorite villain wouldn't be the most fun. Actually, any of my favorite villains wouldn't be fun to hang out with. The Riddler, annoying. Doom, I'd be afraid. So the only answer is Yzma. I think that's both a villain, but also someone that's actually really fun to hang out with, and I want to pull the lever. I want to pull the lever. I want to go down the ride.
Okay, awesome. In the chat, I see WizWorld Live says, Lex Luthor, I get his credit card and PIN.
Yep. Ha! Yeah.
perfect.
I'm a Rob Lex Luthor.
That's a good one. And Listeners Mate, which is one of our longtime Super Geeked Up viewers, says, I'm watching you on my 40-inch TV. Well, that's nice.
Wow.
We're huge, man.
Wow.
That's the way
My
to do
head's
it.
even bigger than it already is. I got a really big head.
And Tiger Shady says Squirrel Girl is who they would like to hang out
Aw.
with.
Great
Love it.
answer.
That is a great answer.
Chicken
Omar, what's
butts,
your...
nuts.
Omar, what about you?
I think I've got different answers for heroes and villains. Heroes, I would want to hang out with either Zatanna or Doctor Strange just to get some
Love
magic
Zatanna.
excitement going on. I feel like
That'd be
that's something outside the everyday. So, take
Yeah.
advantage of that opportunity. For villain, I think it would be, this is such a hipster answer. It would be Poison Ivy. I want to just know
Oh.
how to take care of my plants a little bit better. And I feel
Yeah.
like going right to the source,
Yep.
like it's just hard. I got lots of
Yeah.
spider plants. So
They'll be like, he's smothering us.
exactly. Good
Yeah.
to know. Good communication's key. So,
Yeah.
it helps, finding out directly from the plants. So I think those are my answers.
All right, in the chat, WBean026 says he wants to hang with Dr. Doom. That's interesting.
Ooh.
Dr. Doom's a great villain.
Yeah.
I love Dr. Doom.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah.
an amazing villain. I would just be
That'd be
so
scary.
scared. I'd be so scared.
You look at him just slightly the wrong way, and he's like, no.
Yep.
He's like, but he's not terrible. He's, yeah, for sure with the Fantastic Four, but like with folks just visiting, have we ever seen him be not hospitable?
What's the Latverian tour guide like? Like, what's the Department of Tourism in Latveria?
Over here, you can see another burnt out
Yep.
village. Yeah, probably
And
not.
30
that
years
Yeah.
of indentured servitude because I called him dude.
The museum is all his plans to take over the world,
Yep.
right? All the documents.
You like them? Yeah, Victor, real good stuff.
All right, cool. And by the way, thank you. Lots of Super Geeked Up fans in the chat. Thank you guys for supporting us. Thank you to all the DragonCon viewers as well. Hope you're having a good DragonCon goes virtual so far. No, we're just getting started. Matt, what about you? If you just joined us, by the way, folks, we're talking what superhero villain you want to spend the day with, and what would you do with them?
I don't think I want to spend a day with any villains.
Okay.
I feel like I'm just gonna end up being really upset the whole day. There's enough villainy in the world as it is. I want to spend the time with a hero. And I was thinking about it, and I think my answer is Adam Eve from Invincible.
Oh, I
She
don't
can
know
do-
that character.
Yeah, so she's awesome. Just in and of herself. I think she's great. I think she's a great character. But also her powers and what she ends up doing with the powers at some point in the comic is basically fixing the world. She like goes to Africa and like, oh, desert? No.
Yeah.
Food. There you go.
Help.
And I just want to hang out with her and do that all day. I think that would be
Help.
super fun.
Awesome. I'm going with Rogue from the X-Men
Nice.
for a few different reasons. Thank you. I want to tour the X Mansion, and then I can obviously meet a whole bunch of other people. The Blackbird, right? Go fly around in that.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think Rogue's very friendly. I think she knows how to have a good time. She'd be, I think, great. Really have a lot of fun. Also, even though I would go unconscious, possibly fall into a coma, I would still kissing her one time would still be worth it.
Right?
Just pull that Captain
Yeah.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
Right.
There's a reason Gambit is so willing to risk it.
That's right. He's done it like multiple times, right?
Oh yeah.
Also, Gambit wouldn't be that fun to hang out with because I did hang out with a card thrower once and I asked them to prove it to me. And I thought I handed them like a business card I was going to throw away. And it was only after they winged it across 2 parking lots that I realized I handed them my driver's license.
Oh no. Well, if it had been Gambit, it would have exploded afterwards. So still,
It's why I haven't seen my driver's license for 2 Februarys.
But 2 parking lots, definitely a loss. But 2
But that's
parking lots,
impressive.
pretty impressive.
It was really impressive.
I've been playing around with throwing cards for years, and I don't think I could get across half a parking lot. So that's
I think
props
it was
to that
the
person.
weight of the driver's license.
That's the key. Yeah, that's the key.
All right, folks, let's do our, we're gonna do more geeky questions. You can keep putting your answers in the chat, of course, but let's do our first geeky improv game. This is called Superhero Sound Effects. So what we need from you guys in the chat are, please make up some really ridiculous sounding superheroes. So not real ones that exist in Marvel or DC or Image or whatever, but just make up really kooky sounding names. And then, oh, actually me, that's right, I'm in this game. Me and Matt. I was like, who's doing this? Me and Matt are going to play those characters. And then Omar and Vanessa are going to provide the sound effects for any of our characters or anything else that happens in the scene or any extra person that shows up in the scene. Okay. So we need ridiculous sounding characters. And then we also need a kooky sounding crisis in the chat. So please start throwing in. While you do that, let me give a couple more answers that we got from the last question about the superhero to hang out with or villain. Our buddy Trip Hope says, what about the Deep from The Boys? Why? So I haven't seen The Boys. I don't know who that is, but
He's the Aquaman character on The Boys,
Yeah.
basically.
oh, that makes sense. The Deep, I get it.
Also,
I'd like
that's a Trip answer right there.
Yeah. I just want to know if he wants to get in on that Gil action from season 1 or not. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, geez, now I got to watch it. All right, great. We got great choices here. Thank you guys for all these awesome choices for these characters in the chat. Also, you can start throwing in like kind of ridiculous, what kind of ridiculous crisis we need to solve. I'll say I'm going to be Leaky Umbrella Man. That was
Great.
That was from Chasmonite. Thank you, Chaz.
That is so good.
Matt, I know you can't see the chat here, but I'm trying to pick a good one for you.
You just give me a random one, I'll take it.
Okay, how about Ricochet Man?
Perfect.
That was from Off Fleet Geek. Thank you for these great suggestions, folks.
These are really good suggestions.
Yeah, the chat is on. The chat's doing great.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're on
And-
fire.
And Right Cow Left Coast says they're out of whipped cream. That's the crisis.
Oh no.
Oh,
So,
My crisis.
okay, I almost forgot who I was already. Leaky Umbrella Man and played by me. Ricochet Man, played by Matt. The crisis is the city is out of whipped cream. Omar is going to provide the sound effects for me, and Vanessa will provide the sound effects for Matt. All right, here we go. Let's take it away. Oh, thank God you're here, Ricochet Man.
Yeah, I just came in bouncing off the wall.
Oh, wow, you were so fast. The sound traveled after you arrived.
That's my power, you know, Leaky Umbrella Man. What seems to be the problem?
Well, first off, it's raining, and my umbrella is I'm getting wet. I'm getting poured on.
Drip.
I'm sorry. No, I'm not getting poured on. It's a very, very light drizzle.
It's raining more inside your umbrella than outside.
That's correct. It's not very helpful. But listen, there's a whipped cream crisis. Nobody has any whipped cream.
Gasp.
Look, I'm going to try to look at the can. Look, this can is empty.
Let me take that. Here, I'll spray it right into my mouth. Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Wow, even the aerosol is out of the can.
Yeah, I don't need this.
Oh my
I always
God.
forget that it does that.
Everything you throw ricochets. I forgot.
It apparently comes right back to me. Leaky Umbrella Man, what are we going to do? The people need their whipped cream.
Yes. Oh my God. Do you hear them shouting outside for their whipped cream?
Where's the whipped cream, man? How am I gonna make my flambe?
I
was gonna put some
Okay.
tiramisu.
So
More
first,
whining than yelling, but yes.
first we need to teach a class on enunciation, and then we need to get the whipped cream.
There's no time for enunciating when there's no whipped cream. Help us!
We can hear you, you know.
It feels like a really passive-aggressive response.
All right. Oh my
You're
God.
right. We can't be.
I'm sorry. I'm just so mad about this umbrella. I keep getting dripped on. It's getting worse.
Why don't you just fold it up?
All right. Listen. I'm going to try to fold it up. Oh my God! Look, it compacted into this like quarter-size thing. That's amazing.
That
You know
is
how to do that.
amazing. Could we use that technology to solve the whipped cream problem?
Oh, maybe we could. How could we do that?
If we took a bunch of cream and then compacted it, perhaps that would whip it.
Okay, great.
Wait, I know what we can do.
Ring,
Yes.
ring.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
My phone is ringing.
It's the phone. It's the.
I have a
ricochet
flip phone. Hang on a second.
Okay.
Hello?
Help! We have an excess of heavy cream.
Where are you located?
Just out your window, man.
Just outside my window. They have. Thank you. They have an excess of whipped cream right outside the. Or heavy.
Quick,
whipped
let's
cream.
run to the window.
Slip.
Silent window. No,
Okay, quick. All right, open the window.
give me that whipped cream.
Oh my God, my umbrella is going into their face. Sorry about that.
Give me that whipping cream. All right. Here's what I'll do, Leaky Umbrella Man. I will bounce off all of the walls and shake this up, and then you can compact it, and we'll have the tensest whipped cream ever. Ready? Here we
Great
go.
idea. Well, I love how you can do that so silently. Your powers are amazing.
All right, now you compact this.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to stick it in this umbrella and compact it. Here we go.
Thank you, freedom fighter. Autobots, roll out.
Oh my God. Thank you. Optimus Prime is here. We're
Optimus.
Anytime, stay in school.
Oh my God. He's going to take the whipped cream to everybody. This is great. We've saved the city.
We have a delivery truck delivering it right now.
Yes.
Hooray. Thank you,
All right.
Optimus.
And see.
Thank you. Let me get an umbrella.
All right. Great job, everybody.
I mean,
Deus
way
Ex
less
Optimus.
noise than I hoped it would, but instead I got water all over myself.
Oh, now you know what Leaky Umbrella Man feels like.
Yep.
I heard the noise in my heart. so
Thank
it's
you.
okay.
I was just like, where's the slashing?
I love that you specifically got the 4D experience of
Yeah.
this panel.
I covered myself in water and it was basically like a shake weight. Got that forearm strength.
It was.
Oh.
People in the chat were saying, whip it good, by the way, during that.
That's so
And
funny.
listeners' mate said Omar is beatboxing.
That's it. Check out my SoundCloud.
Yep.
That's all.
All right.
Do you have?
Glad where he makes sounds.
Do you take in like samples from Optimus? Because then I will totally listen to that.
Yes. Do I remix them? No.
No,
Should
you'd remix the Soundwave ones, not the Optimus ones.
Right. Yeah. That's a very good reference. I appreciate that.
He is my favorite Transformer.
He's so good.
Which
He's
one?
so underrated.
I mean,
Soundwave.
Soundwave.
Oh yeah. Soundwave's great. The cassette.
Soundwave's the best.
I forgot that you love him. Yeah. All right. Thank you, folks, so much. Thank you for those great suggestions in the chat. That was superhero sound effects. Let's go to our next super geeky question, which is, who do you think are the funniest villains? And this could come from movies, TV, books, comic books, video games, wherever. Let's start with Matt this time. And in the chat, please give us your answers. Funniest villains.
Man, I got a lot to choose from, but I got to go with a villain from my favorite movie, which is Biff Tannen from Back to the Future.
Nice.
Yes.
Just the complete lack of being able to use common idioms and expressions just kills me. And he's a jerk, and he always gets what's coming to him. So
Yeah.
He does. Yeah, absolutely. Great choice. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. Lizzie Hedgehog in the chat says The Joker. Her choice for funniest villains. Omar, what about you?
I am gonna pull from Buffy the Vampire Slayer because I feel like there is a plethora of villains. Also, it's just my go-to. I've got 3 to throw really quickly. Glory, I think, has got some great lines. Just real great archetype of that type of villain. The Mayor, I also think, is like, I'm a nice family-friendly guy. Also, I'm gonna eat these giant spiders and try to ascend and take all of Sunnydale with me. But the one who takes the cake is Adam, because he unironically loads floppy disks into his body to learn things a little bit before the Matrix, like a touch before the Matrix, and I just have to give it to him. If I saw him doing that, I'd be like, you are scary, please don't get me wrong, but you're loading floppy disks into your chest, and that is a choice, my good dude.
And how much data are you really getting out of 1.44 megabytes?
I was gonna say, he's really only getting like a movie description, not even the whole movie.
Yeah, like you probably can't put like codecs and stuff on that too, so it's just like a text file where it's just like how to do a thing .txt or you know, so
no images. He's all
no images,
all text based,
no audio. Video files, get out of here.
Before I get to the rest of you guys, we got lots of things in the chat here. Thank you to Charles for pointing these out. Our track director here, who is hidden, but he's here. So right cowl, left coast says Pinky from Pinky and the Brain. Funniest villain.
As a villain, I feel like Pinky's the hero of that story, stopping Brain from doing all the villainous things by accident.
Interesting.
That's my Jar Jar as a Sith Lord. That's my Jar Jar as a Sith Lord personal fan theory.
All right. Stealth King 500 says Gorm Tintrich. Am I saying that right? I don't know what that is.
I don't know that reference.
In the chat, please tell us. I always like to find out new geeky references that I'm not familiar with.
Sound familiar?
It does sound familiar though, and all right. I'm gonna know as soon as you said it. Carrie Johnson says Syndrome from The Incredibles. Megatron from the cartoon where he riffs on Starscream. Excuse me. Nice, yeah, good old Transformers 80s cartoon.
Megatron yelling at Starscream is classic.
Yeah.
Listeners Mate says Q. Oh wait, is Q a villain or just abusive with his powers? A lot of people do not think Q is a villain.
Column A, column B.
Yeah, he's a trickster god like Loki.
Yeah,
was he a villain?
That's a good way to describe him. Right, Kyle says Skeletor. Yeah, Skeletors are great from He-Man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Skeletor's a motivational speaker. We can all learn a lot about positivity and self-love from Skeletor.
Yeah.
You're your greatest asset.
Right here.
He's pretty buff for a skeleton too.
Yeah.
I mean,
He is, man.
Props to that. I would love to.
Awfully Geek
what
says.
protein intake is that?
Awfully Geek says Megamind. That's awesome. I love Megamind. That's a great.
Ooh.
Charles says Skeletor at a TED Talk.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Me Bean says Team Rocket from Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Lizzie says Professor Radicon from The Great Mouse Detective. Hey, there you go. Nice. That's a good pull.
Yeah.
Radigan is maybe one of the most like Vincent Price only does scary roles, and that's maybe one of his scariest.
Yeah. Nice.
Such a good pull.
By the way, Stealth King 500. I'll give a shout out here because the previous panel was Inventor Incorporated. They're buddies of ours. Stealth King says Inventor Corporate is villain they haven't really met yet, which is in their D&D campaign, I'm sure.
Nice.
Yeah. And Trip says Dr. Evil.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Kelly Nugent's favorite.
I was
Um,
about to say.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
Omar,
just an
what's
inside joke.
what's your choice, Omar? Or yeah, do we get? Oh, we got you already. I'm sorry. We got
I
you.
buffied out.
We got
yeah.
Matt, Vanessa.
Mine is a villain so funny he actually is also the title of the movie, and that's Beetlejuice. I cannot think of a funnier villain than the exterminator for the living himself. It's one of those roles that I think when we think about it, it's like, yeah, he was funny, but Michael Keaton does so much Beetlejuice as someone else voices in it. He's just Bugs Bunny. He's Bugs Bunny the whole time. Beetlejuice is the funniest
Three.
villain of all time.
You said it 3 times. What are you doing?
And now he's here. It's me. I have striped pants.
Uh-oh. Team KLI also just said it 3 times in the chat. Man, we're just asking for it. Oh, and Right Cal just says, looks around for Michael Keaton. Yeah, like you guys just did.
Every day.
Nice.
He just pops up in my neighbor's house, just makes their lives living hell. I just hear Deo coming through the ceiling.
Speaking of villains, I mean, he wasn't a funny villain, but his take as the Vulture was great.
Amazing.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Carrie Johnson says, this is actually my favorite.
Character is done unhinged.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In the chat, Carrie Johnson mentions my favorite cartoon of all time. He says, every villain and Ghost Spectre from the original Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
They're out there living the best lives. I really respect the dedication to the craft that all those villains did.
Because they're always in character.
They're always in character. They create. It's just like, oh, it's Old Man Jenkins.
Yeah.
Listen, Old Man Jenkins like made a contemporary mythology. Every Old Man Jenkins is Neil Gaiman, and also is like the best cosplayer you've ever met. Like, really, just deserves the highest of accolades.
Seriously, they had the Mission Impossible masks. Like, how did they get those? I want that.
Yeah. I might even change my answers to the Scooby-Doo villains. Honestly.
Nice.
I'm going for a haunted carnival.
Yeah. Who doesn't want to live in a haunted carnival? All right. So my answer is to funniest villains. I'm going to go to a favorite show of mine I talk about a lot, which is Kim Possible.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I'm going with Dr. Draken and Shigo. Because as a pair, well, I think they're both funny, but as a pair, they're awesome.
So good. Such great character design.
I think it was just a great like parody and take on all those like spy and villains that they did, and it was so much fun. Benedictine Punk, that's the name, sorry, in the chat, says Dark Helmet.
Yes.
Yes.
We just got to watch Spaceballs for the first time with my 11-year-old daughter, and it holds up, man. It holds up.
I'd imagine so.
And Rick Moranis is fantastic as Dark Helmet.
Stealth King says Dr. Freeze from Batman and Robin movie, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you get all ice to meet you. Yeah, you can't beat that.
Ooh, I'm gonna throw in Bane from the Harley Quinn series.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Every time James Adomian drops I shatter inside.
Why am I not on the billboard? It's so good. It's so good.
2 faces. That should say 3.
Actually, the answer for funniest villains could be the entire Harley Quinn show.
All of the Legion of Doom in that show.
Yeah. So good.
Let me get a couple last ones in the chat, and then we're going to move on to our next game. Nadachi says Hades from Hercules.
Brilliant answer.
Yes.
He's got used car salesman energy.
Totally.
And Trip says one of my favorite villains and my favorite character, Vizzini from The Princess Bride. Inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
Yes.
A movie I watched for the first time in quarantine.
Really?
I'm so glad you watched it. That's great.
I missed it my entire life because for some reason I wrote it off as something that it wasn't. And then my fiance insisted on it, and now it's in my top 10.
Nice.
Nice.
Fantastic to hear.
That's good. All right, folks, thank you for all those great answers. You can keep putting them in the chat. We're going to move on to our next game. This is called Geeky Worlds. So actually, right now, I'm going to start you guys off in the chat, and then I'll describe it. We need 3 geeky locations from you. So this could be an actual place like Mos Eisley Cantina, or it can be just like the world of Jurassic Park or anything like that. Okay. So we need 3, just start throwing out those locations. And what's going to happen is so basically each of these, they're gonna split into pairs. So Matt and Omar will be in one of these locations, Omar and Vanessa in a second one, and Vanessa and Matt in a third location. And we're gonna begin the scene, and then I'm gonna yell out changes to the location at various times between the scene, and then they have to automatically switch to the other location. And the last line said in the first location has to be the first line in the new location said. All right. So that's how this works. It's called Geeky Worlds. Okay. Hey, we got some chat. Yeah, you guys are on fire here in the chat, man. You're right on top of things.
Ooh.
Saber Pink says the Death Star. Let's go with that. Let's say
Hi.
let's say Matt
The
and
workroom.
let's say Matt and Omar are Matt and Omar. You're in the Death Star. Okay.
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 Let's say Omar and Vanessa are in 10 forward on the Enterprise.
Nice.
Right.
Great.
On that.
Great.
And then Vanessa and Matt are in the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo.
Yay!
Awesome.
All right. I already forgot 10 forward. That was sorry. All right. So we got the Death Star, 10 forward, and the Mystery Machine. I like the Scooby-Doo theme that's going on here in the show tonight. All right. Matt and Omar, Death Star. Omar and Vanessa, 10 forward. Vanessa and Matt, the Mystery Machine. Oh, and right, Kyle Lefko said the never seen toilet aboard the USS Enterprise. That's right. We don't. Yeah.
We don't speak.
They're too advanced to use toilets in the 24th century.
They just beam it out.
All right. So, do you guys want to? You need a starting suggestion, or are you good to go? Like, you're good. All right. Why don't we start in the Death Star? What a fun place that is to start, right?
Yeah.
So we'll start with Matt and Omar, and I'm gonna shout out changes, just the name of the location at various times, and then the last line said will be the first line said in the next scene. All right. Matt and Omar, Death Star, take it away.
Hey, congratulations on your promotion. Welcome to the control room.
Thanks, Phil. It's great to be up here.
Hey, anytime, Edgar.
Not quite as scary as I thought it would be, I gotta say.
It's very great until the big brass comes down, and then it's sort of like you don't want to get force thrown against a wall or something for pressing the wrong button.
Yeah, no, my cousin broke his tibia that way.
Okay, Mystery Machine.
You know, my cousin broke his tibia that way, and I have a thing about suspended bridges. I don't really want to go into the carnival today.
Oh, like zoinks! Like we shouldn't go across that bridge at all. Let's just stay on this side, man.
I mean, at the end of the day, can't we just assume it's probably a guy that doesn't want us to be there anyway, and he's got the mask and the thing? Like, I'm starting to feel like there's a pattern here, man.
Yeah, it's usually just an old guy. Why are old guys always trying to do things wrong?
And forward.
Why are old guys always trying to do things wrong? The new guy's been yelling at a toaster to turn his lights on for the last 20 minutes.
Ensign, I know that you're new here, but all of that is completely standard fare. All right? Out here in the Wild Wild West, we like to believe that, we get a little loosey-goosey with things. Maybe we'll call up some, Earl Grey hot. Maybe we will be taken over and turned into robot parts. It's all kind of just like a fun thing.
I know, but when I looked at the application, it just said data entry.
Yes, you will be entering a lot of data as we encounter it. And keep in mind that data might change. The maps might change. We might turn into lizards and hang out and kind of go on a spiritual journey of sorts.
The Mystery Machine.
We might go like a
spiritual journey of sorts. It's like we're connected, man.
I completely understand that, but what does that have to do with your intense need for getting drive-through right now?
Like, I'm just really hungry.
All right, let's cross the bridge. Let's get to the guy. Let's unmask the thing so we can move on to the next thing, because I've got to work on a college entrance exam because I can't live in a van with a dog for the rest of my life. I'm not doing that again.
Death Star.
I can't live in a van with a dog for the rest of my life. I just can't do it. So that's why I signed up for the Destroy Alderaan program. And I think it was a good choice.
I mean, if you don't like dogs, Alderaan's the place to blow up.
Thank you.
There's dogs everywhere.
That's what I'm.
No.
Oh, sir, of course, don't. They're coming.
Everything's operating nominally, sir.
Yes. The buttons are glowing as they should, sir.
Any planets you need exploding?
Any at all.
Head forward.
Any planets you need exploding, I guess, since I just have nothing to do here today and they just handed me a red shirt.
We're gonna go down to one of the planets. There's a slight chance it actually might be a jellyfish that has just surrounded itself sort of with like a planetary body, and we will have to sort of crumble it a little bit over a two-parter where everyone gets to meet each other. You'll be fine though, don't worry about it. We're just gonna beam you down real quick, and then you can just take some samples and figure that out. Data entry.
Okay, why am I signing a last will and testament before I go on my lunch break?
Again, standard affair. We do this absolutely all the time. You beam somewhere, you come back, you get to check it, you get to tear it. It's sort of like a fun, like ritual.
All right, then why did the janitor say it's been nice knowing you?
Because you might not.
Death Star.
Why did the janitor say that it's been nice knowing you?
Yeah, because you goofed up. You know the blinky button that was in front of you? Not supposed. No. You warmed up the Death Star mission. We're not even close to Alderaan yet.
Oh, I'm just gonna blow up another planet. You know what? Where are you from?
No, we're not doing this. No, Endor. No, come on.
All right, let's stop. Let's be there. I can't take Endor being blown up. I love the UI.
I only blew up the planet that Endor served.
Oh,
we didn't miss. We missed
the
the
moon will be
completely.
fine, right? It doesn't need a gravitational pull.
Who needs that?
He just blew up their sun.
Yeah, this has all been canon, by the way. This didn't negate anything in all
100%.
three universes.
Velma's having an existential crisis. Because isn't she always?
So far. Yeah.
Yeah. I watched Mystery Inc.
Great job, guys. Awesome. In the chat, Carrie said, while you guys were doing that, you guys are fantastic.
Oh,
Thank you.
Saber Pink says, never push that button.
Always push the button. Push any button.
Don't
Push every
the
button you see in the world.
Space
right.
madness.
And Raikal liked the lots of Voyager references. Enjoyed that.
I like that Omar. I like that Omar had only really seen like the pilot of Next Generation from.
I listen. Here's my reason why. Really quickly, I want to here at the stage. I gotta really want to put my foot down about this. We don't reference that pilot nearly enough,
That's
and
true.
so it's just 2 hours of like Riker. I'm gonna be mean. Are you okay with that? Great. Let's free a jellyfish, and I love that. I love that for it. Beverly, I'm so sorry.
I love you for it.
Well, Uber Baldy in the chat says, always fight the jellyfish.
Yeah, Uberbaldi, yay!
All right. Okay, folks, thank you so much. We're going to do our next geeky question. Then we got some more geeky games to do. This next one is, who is your favorite alien character? So you can put that in the chat, folks. I know lots of good choices here. Your favorite alien character. Let's go with Omar.
Well, we're on the Star Trek track. Let's throw some out, and I can connect it to Marvel also by the end. I think here I'm gonna kick it off with Gorn. Big fan of Gorn. I'm also a big fan of the meme "Lift with your knees, Gorn," because I think that's a good lesson.
Good life lesson.
Good life lesson. But go out there. Gorn's just doing Gorn stuff, man, and I really respect that.
Gorn's got a Gorn.
Also, Gorn's got a Gorn. I just love that energy that Gorn brings to that fight. Also, the Telosians. Speaking of pilots, I'm a real big fan of the Telosians. They also popped up in Discovery recently, so that was very cool to see them again. I just think they're a great alien race. And then speaking of Talos, Talos from Captain Marvel. I don't want to say too much in case folks haven't seen it, but I think Ben Mendo does a great job building a very interesting character.
He's so good.
I just love, it's like creepy and snarky and charming and fun, and then he plays himself. So yeah, I think those are my top alien picks right now currently.
Awesome. We got lots of great choices in the chat. Uber Baldy says the child from The Mandalorian.
Oh, how did I not even think of that?
And he also says, which I like this answer, the Rancor's handler. Poor dude had his best friend taken from him by the evil Luke Skywalker.
Ugh.
Tear.
So yeah, you know what? I get moved every time I see that, man. It's such like a small moment in that movie, but it's like it's really touching when he goes. Let's see. Sarah Pink says Spock from the original Star Trek.
Yes.
Listeners May says Orion Slave Girls. Lots of Star Trek choices here. Stealth King says Elf.
Hey,
Mike Cowell
Willie.
says Elf, man. Yeah.
That was
terrified of Elf most of
my
childhood.
You were
Alf and
terrified of
Spock were
Elf?
my top two answers. You were terrified of Alf? Are you a cat?
It's because he looks like Muzzy, and both of them freak me out.
Okay. Right, Kyle says Q. Lizzie Hedgehog says Sonic the Hedgehog movie edition. Saber Pink says The Doctor.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yes.
I'm so disappointed in myself for not having that as my answer.
Right, Kyle also says Nog from Deep Space Nine. Lots of Ferengi, lots of character development.
Yes.
Benedict
Nog.
Punk says the what is this? Odd Ood? O-O-D?
The
The Ood from
Ood.
Doctor Who, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Song is not
They
over
keep
yet.
their brains in their hands.
Oh, that's great. That's a good way to carry it around.
Very dangerous.
Nodachi says the Predator. Chasmonite says Chewie. And Carrie says Morn from Deep Space Nine. Never uttered a word, but you always knew where he stood. I met Sat at Cork's Bar.
Sat,
Morn.
yeah.
I love Morn. Morn. Oh, and
Morn-
Raquel says Garrick. Wow, I'm loving this Deep Space Nine because that's my favorite show.
Deep. So good.
Nice.
And Awfully Geek says the Thermians from Galaxy Quest.
Yes.
Love them.
We need your help.
It
You
is
guys
a
should do some
pleasure
good
to be in your presence.
That's another movie we just watched and introduced my daughter to.
What did you think?
She loved it.
11's a perfect
Yes.
age for it.
Nice. All right. Let's see. We got Omar's answers. Vanessa, were your answers already said, or what's your answer?
My answers. My answers are the also canonically female, and it's about time to be their season. Kang and Kodos. I love Kang and Kodos. I love their relationship. I love Treehouse of Horror so much, and seeing them pop up makes me so happy. And I would vote for Kang and Kodos.
All right.
And me, I voted for Kodos.
I love that line so much.
One of my favorite Simpsons quotes ever.
Yep.
Matt, what
Best
about you?
aliens.
Well, several of the ones I was going to say were taken. Alf, Spock, everyone on Galaxy Quest, Q. Sticking with the sort of trickster aliens, Loki, technically an alien,
Hmm.
Yes.
Oh, that's true. Even
and Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
that's good.
Wait,
Yes. Of
I'm
course.
also a fan.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, Hannah means family. Yeah, love it.
I've snuggled up to this since I was 19.
So cute.
Yep. That's why
Absolutely
it's about
the
2
best.
shades lighter than when I got it.
All right. Nice. I'm gonna go again. I'm very vocal about this. I love the Ewoks. So I'm going Wicket the Ewok
Yep.
from Return of the Jedi. I
Yes.
know a lot of people do not like the Ewoks, but I love them. And again, very instrumental in bringing down the Empire. So
Totes.
If we're going sensitive and sentimental, I would like to throw out the Andalites, the Yerks, and the Hork-Bajir, if that's all right.
Oh, Animorphs. Yes.
Ooh, I'm gonna give a shout out to my girl Starfire too,
Yes.
yeah.
You have
Yeah.
to. You have to.
and her love for mustard.
I don't know. I don't know if I can have the
Yes, I do
Yerks as
too.
my. I gotta go back to Omar's. I don't know if I can have my Yerks as my favorite. Those guys are jerks.
Yeah, you know what? That's a pretty good point.
Yeah. The Hork-Bajir and the Andalites, sure, great.
Yeah.
Great folks. Nice slicey bits, but the Yerks, no.
Because it's a thing where it's like, okay, I guess I can go. It's a little bit of a deep dive conversation about
I was
war.
gonna ask if anybody remembers, because I've been trying to remember all day, and it's making me nuts that I can't remember their names. The aliens in Hitchhiker's Guide that read terrible poetry.
Vogons.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Fretted,
I know a lot of
grunt-fugly.
humans like that.
In the BBC series, when he's just like, death is too good for him. It's just such a good line.
Uber Baldy says Yerks crawling all up in your ear canal.
Mm-mm,
Yeah,
mm-mm.
that's why you gotta make sure you got oatmeal in your house at any time, folks.
And
Very
Nodachi says Jadzia Dax,
Oh.
DS9, and Bordis from the Orville.
Bortis, yes.
Mortis.
Bortis is a great character.
Yeah. And Chasmonite says, yay, Ewoks. All right, good. Thank you, Chaz. All right, let's go to our next Geeky game, folks. We really need your help on this one, like super help. So this is called Super Chat. And this is where I and Omar can only say dialogue that you guys put in the chat. So right now, I want you to start in the chat. Please put the most ridiculous, off the wall, whatever dialogue you want to throw in there. It doesn't matter what it is. Just start throwing things in the dialogue in the chat. And Matt is going to play just some fictional character, and he can say whatever he wants. But Omar and I can only read our stuff from the chat. And then Matt has to try to make some sense of this nonsense that we are giving him. All right. So start putting these in the chat. And also, you can throw out a fictional character for Matt to play if you would like. That would be great as well. But again, keep the more dialogue, the better. Omar, you've got the chat too, right? Access to that? Okay, perfect. Although maybe, I almost want to maybe just pick a character we've already mentioned. Any character you really like that's been mentioned there, Matt? We played that we've recently mentioned? What was that?
Give me some give me some bad poetry.
Melons? I can play a bureaucrat.
Give me a terrible
Oh,
beer.
no, wait, I got one. I got one for Saber Pink. Han Solo. Great.
Oh, okay.
Oh, great.
Apologies in advance. I am not going to try to do a Harrison Ford impression. That just isn't going to happen.
No,
I'm not
totally
good at it.
The spirit of.
Yeah.
Han Solo. All right, so Matt's going to be Han Solo. And Omar, all right, so we need to be some people who would be around Han Solo. Who do you want to be?
Some traitors, or do we want to do like existing characters?
It can be anybody, I guess.
I feel like Omar would be a beautiful Princess Leia.
Princess Leia?
Thank you. That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Yeah.
Okay,
You got that.
I'll be C-3PO then.
Great.
Yes. And I
Great.
get to
Once again, it's not probably going to be a good accent or any for C-3PO, but okay. So yeah, folks, this is great. I love all this stuff you guys are doing in the chat. You guys are great. Keep it up. Just keep putting all this dialogue in here.
I'm trying to do the Han Solo
some of the stuff I can't read.
Relaxed lean, and I cannot do it.
That's good. You've got it.
Yeah,
I am not a relaxed
Drop the
person.
shoulder a little bit. Just drop the shoulder. Just lose all the tension in your back.
Oh my gosh, we got George Lucas.
I am
on the
nothing
panel
but
right
tension. That is my entire being.
Oh man, look.
Oh yeah, I made him excited.
40 years ago, you would have got casted. All right, so we got Han Solo, played by Matt, who can say anything he wants. I am C-3PO. Omar is Princess Leia, and Princess Leia and C-3PO can only say stuff that's in the chat. So, Matt, why don't you take it away?
All right, Goldenrod, where are we heading to? What do you want me to do?
What? Why a spoon? Because it hurts more.
Well, the spoon's what I'm going to use on you if you don't just navigate us to where we need to be. Princess, what? This is unacceptable.
I'll never eat cream cheese again.
Again, I'm sorry about that. I did not know you were lactose intolerant. I thought in this galaxy far, far away that we would have conquered that problem, but maybe not.
Oh, excuse me. Who makes metal bikinis anyway?
Actually, I have an Etsy shop for that. It's something I've been trying to keep secret to myself, but I, in fact, have designed that. Princess, I think you'd look great in that.
Hey, where's my feather?
Chewie has that. He and R2 have a little game going on.
Mm-hmm.
So the WD-40 is for external use only.
Yeah, listen, C-3PO, don't go drinking my oil. I need that. The Millennium Falcon, it's old. I got to oil the parts. Look, can we just please get to our destination? I have contraband underneath the decks, and I need to deliver this.
Oh, an apple a day keeps anyone away if you throw it hard enough. Here, have a banana.
You know,
He put a banana in the tailpipe.
I did. You know, I don't even want to be here anymore. I'm blowing up the ship. I'm done.
Okay. Who brought the dog?
That's Chewie. It's not a dog. He's a Wookiee.
Excuse me,
Ma'am.
do you even know, bro?
Is he that little green guy that Luke is always talking about? Is that bro? Broda? No? I don't know.
So I twist the knob first and then spin around?
Yes, that's how we engage our hyperdrive so that we can make it to the planet. Go ahead and do that.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's.
Princess, as you well know, I am not a ma'am.
You can take this job and shove it.
I'm not paying you. You're paying me. That's why I'm here.
I am here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I am all out of bubblegum.
Listen, if you want to try to kick someone, you go right ahead, but you're going to lose both your little metal arms. Don't push me, bud.
All right, let's stop there. Before
I
Han,
got to be entertained for this one.
before Han tears
Entertain
off
me.
Steve. Yes, great job, chat. Those are awesome.
Great job, guys.
And great job, Matt, obviously making sense of all that ridiculousness.
Sense
pretty straightforward.
In a very loose use of that term. Yeah.
All right, there's lots of ones we didn't even get to, but thank you guys. These were great. You guys rock. Love this is. I'm so glad because we've been doing this panel at some other cons, but we've had to record it. So I'm so happy we get to do it live here at DragonCon. It's so much fun with a live audience. All right, guys. So we actually pretty much have to start wrapping it up here, I think. Before we go, though, I want to have each of you guys give some links out to people. I also want to tell people here in the digital media track, first off, stick around. There's lots of cool stuff still coming up. But also, I'm going to be doing an Action Movie World panel Sunday at 6 p.m. It's called Action Movie World Interactive RPG Live Play. We're going to be doing, the game is where we play 80s action stars in like a really cheesy 80s action movie. And we're going to play the game right on the spot with audience suggestions to make the game up there. And that's what we're doing Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on this Twitch channel. So please check that out. But Matt, why don't you tell people where they can also find you when you're not here?
Great. If you want to find me, you can find me on Twitter at @Hapdrastic. And I'm also on Knights of the Rolled Table podcast. You can find us on the Geekly Grind or at Rolled Table on Twitter, Instagram, and all major podcasting platforms.
Awesome. In the chat, Zendria, who's one of our viewers, that's fortunately just showed up here at the end. Don't worry, I believe, hopefully Charles will give me the nod that you can see it afterwards. Yes, you can watch this afterwards? Okay, great. You can go to this Twitch channel and watch the whole thing afterwards. And Raikal says, oh, don't go. Oh, thank you guys. That's great. Hey, we would stay here all night, but there's also other amazing panels that have to happen here, so stick around for those. However, you can check out Super Geeked Up every Wednesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific, at supergeekedup.com or youtube.com/supergeekedup, and you see these kind of people guest star on it and other great folks actually, and like Charles, the track director, has been on it multiple times as well. So check that out. And Omar, where can they find you?
You can find me over at El Rey Nation, which is available in many places, but also iTunes and Amazon. I highly recommend the episode Vanessa and I did where Vanessa was my only friend while I was talking about Beast Wars, and everyone else tried to stress me out while I was explaining Beast Wars. So I highly recommend that one. You can also check out Thank You for Questing if you like improvised RPG comedy with a bunch of great folks. Anywhere podcasts are available. And if you like D&D related stuff and you want some cool like free D&D digital asset things or just general RPG stuff, follow me at Omar Najam on Twitter, or you check, it's fine. You don't have to follow, but check it out because I've got some cool stuff coming up that I'm going to offer up to everybody. So
Nice.
there it is.
But, before I share your links, Vanessa, Awfully Geek said this was so much fun. Thank you. Oh, well, thank you guys so much for watching and helping us out. You guys are amazing. And let's see. Uber Baldy says Beast Wars, and also says Woot Omar and Ness. And Trip says Action Movie World sounds awesome. Thanks, Trip. Trip's actually played that with me. So
I've also played it with you. It's a lot of fun. People should totally check that out.
Yes, you have. That's right. All right, Vanessa, where can they find you?
I also recommend the episode of El Rey Nation in which Omar and I do a noir episode together, and I insist that Detective Pikachu is a neo-noir movie. You can also find me on the same network doing El Rey's Top 5. I'm at Ness Gritton on all forms of social media. And on Twitter, please follow Kick Scream Pod, because by the end of the month, I will be launching the Kicking and Screaming podcast, in which we create double features using one horror movie and one kung fu movie and why they go together.
Awesome. That is awesome. WizWorld Live says follow Vanessa for sure. Hey, there you go.
Oh, also WizWorld Live. I'm so sorry. I'm doing a show with him also on Twitch later tonight at 8 p.m. Pacific. Thank you, WizWorld.
All right. By the way, Raikal had said for the Action Movie World, what time zone that is? 6 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Pacific time. Thank you for asking because he's on the West Coast. And then Listeners May says Omar is really my spirit guide. Well, that's nice.
Oh, thank you. I hopefully I'm not leading you astray.
And folks, you can of course check all the shows I do out that I do. You can check them out at supergeekedup.com or youtube.com/supergeekedup. Again, we do the show live every Wednesday night, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. The same kind of stuff you're seeing right now. This is what happens every week. We have a lot of fun, and we use your guys' live chat every week. And the Super Geeked Up is on Twitter. So huge thanks to Matt, Omar, and Vanessa. Thank you guys for being so much fun. Big thanks to Charles and everyone at the Digital Media Track for putting this on and all their hard work. And mainly thank you to you guys out there. Thank you for watching live. We really appreciate you guys supporting us, supporting DragonCon and the Digital Media Track and all your great comments. Please stick around, keep watching stuff actually all weekend long and tonight on the Digital Media Track and have fun. And we'll hope to see you soon. Thanks so much, everybody. Stay geeky. Bye.
Have
Bye,
fun.
everybody.
Fun.